What's up guys, Flickify here with episode 70 of my York City career mode, and in today's episode we have another rematch against Swansea City to start things off. As you guys might know, we did play them for the last match of the last episode, but before that I decided to show you guys another squad report because you guys seem to like them, and I'm going to try to keep these maybe every third episode or so. And yeah, you know, a nice bit of progression from some of our players, some not so much. You know, I'm a little bit disappointed to see players like Mokhtar not progressing as much as I'd like, and Joe Jerome hasn't been growing too much this year, but hopefully he'll find his place and he can maybe grow a few more attributes for the season. Comes to end, we still got quite a long ways to go. So here we're finally going to go into the match against Swansea City, and this one is in the Capital One Cup, I believe, and I think we are in the quarterfinals this time around, which I believe is also our goal that we are trying to fulfill. So this is a big match for us. We're going to try to win it so we can meet that cup objective. And in the last episode, Key just performed really well, and it was no different in this game. He finds more there with a great pass, and on the rebound, he's going to tuck that one away with a one-time shot in the 3rd minute. So Swansea definitely dictating how they're going to start things off really early on. But this game went quite a bit better, to be honest, guys, because I knew a little bit more how they played. It was a pretty similar starting 11, but here Zabaka actually gets through on goal, and he's going to bang that one in off the post and in, and he's just going to knock him out there with the 16th minute goal to tie things up. So a great finish there from him, and he's actually progressed to be a pretty nice player for us as a youth player. He's only 16 or so to see goals and performance like that is really nice to see. And here's Chikuchi going to find Morante, another of our great signings this season. He's going to tuck that one away to give us the lead in the 68th minute. So fantastic finish from him. And we're looking really nice at this point. From here, I just pretty much played possession and played Swansea's game a little bit, if you want to call it like that. And we do get the 2-1 result there. Morante and Perez shared the 8.0 match rating. And despite the fact we didn't really dominate possession or shots on target, shots on goal, we still got the win, and we are through to the semifinals. Looks like we're going to be coming against QPR for the next match, so that'll be an interesting match. And I think that's a match that we can probably go ahead and win. We'll see when the time comes, but here we get a scouting report from our youth academy players. I do release one of them because his potential is just not high enough for my liking, and I did have to think about that one a little bit, but I decided to let him go because I'm looking for players that are around 85 at the max potential, or even more than that would be great. So here we're going to get a couple of press things. Basically, 2 of our players, it's going to be Ice-Check and Alonso. I'm not too worried about Alonso because I didn't give him any certain roles for the squad. But here's a big part of the episode, guys. Belgium, a big country, offers me a contract to be their manager, and I actually go ahead and accept this one. That's a pretty big offer for me, and that's the kind of national team that I'm looking to play for, or not play for, but manage. And they've got some great players. Obviously, you got Eden Hazard, you got Morales, you got Lukaku, you got Benteke, just a bunch of players, Falani, Alex Witzel, just so many good players on that team, and I think I will show the squad here in another episode. I just decided not to show in this one, so when we go into the first match with the international team, I'll go ahead and show the squad so you guys can see at that time. But here we go into the next match of the episode against Man City in the Barclays Premier League, and this is another big match for us. We're still sitting at 2nd place in the league, so a win here could maybe push ourselves a little bit higher in the league. You can see Man City not too far behind us with 26 points, so a win against these guys would do good for our cause. And it's going to be Henley who's going to find Dos Santos, who got the start in this match. And Dos Santos is going to go through on goal. Has a good shot on target, but the keeper does make a good save. Not really sure why Joe Hart wasn't the starting keeper for them. Maybe he did get replaced and they found a better player. But David Silva came on off the bench later in the match, and look at that for a finish from him. Nice bit of precise dribbling, and he's going to tuck that one away. And to be honest, guys, I thought that Man City kind of underestimated us. They had Tevez starting. They didn't have players like David Silva, obviously. Balotelli wasn't in. Players like that. And despite that fact, you know, we were really trying to bombard him. Here, De Silva gets a great opportunity. Goes off the post once. Ice-Check gets a shot off, and that goes off the other post. Really weird to see that. Don't see that very often, but a little bit unlucky from us. And Aguero comes in off the bench, and he's going to make it 2-0 in Man City's favor. So that's really going to make things difficult for us to come back. But here, we're going to push late in the 87th minute. Kirchhoff's going to find Bergomelli, who's been a big player for us this season. And Bergomelli's going to get that one off the near post and in to make the deficit in half, but unfortunately we couldn't get another goal, and we do lose that one 2-1. So Bergomelli, you know, he definitely stood out as a great player for us. No other player really stood out, and to be honest, guys, we did play well good in possession, good on shots, but we just didn't get the result that time around. So that does happen, and we do have one more match against Liverpool before this episode does come to an end. So unfortunately, we did move down in the league table to third place after that. Spurs is ahead of us due to the goal differential. I think we have somewhere around +7. They have somewhere around +13. So we have to start doing a little bit better on picking up points, preferably 3 points. So we're going to go into Anfield here against Liverpool in the final match of the episode. And Liverpool is still a great team. They've got players like Sterling, who's progressed quite nicely. They have the player, what's his name? I forget the name of him right now. I know he just got transferred to West Ham, but I just can't seem to remember the name of him, the young Liverpool striker. But we're going to move on to with the episode here, and Chikuchi's going to get a nice little through ball, and Chikuchi is going to try to get this one near post on Pepe Reina, but unfortunately that hits the upper 90, and Johnson does clear that one up and clears that one out into play. So that was a little unfortunate to see, but we were dictating the performance throughout this match. Henley's going to get an opportunity here, finds De Silva. De Silva's going to get it to Chikuchi, and Chikuchi running away from goal somehow manages to get that one in to make it 2-0 for us, but just before halftime. So a great job from us there. Getting a 2-goal lead into halftime is just perfect for us. And there's the player that I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys are going to correct me in the comments, but I just cannot seem to remember the name right now. But De Silva tries to get a shot off, but luckily Henley does get an opportunity. Pepe Reina makes another great save. We try saying it in a cross, but Jose Reina, you know, he didn't play a bad game, but Liverpool's defense just seemed to let him down. And Isacek here is going to somehow manage to keep possession for us, runs it down the wing, plays a perfect ball into Chikuchi, and I'm sure you guys are guessing what's going to happen. A really awkward finish. I don't know what that was for a finesse shot, but it is a goal nonetheless. And we get the 3-0 lead, but we weren't done there. Balanta comes in off a sub, and he gets a near post goal to get on the board for us to make it a 4-0 thromping on Liverpool. So we were a little bit angry after that Man City game, and we really showed that in that game, getting a really nice result for us in Anfield and pretty much silencing those Liverpool fans. So I hope you guys did enjoy this 70th episode of my career mode. If you did, a like and a comment is always appreciated. Anyways, this has been FlickFi. Hope to talk to you guys again soon.